الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 9 Algebra 1. We are in model 6, lesson 1, solving one-step inequalities. Today we will continue our work. In this lesson we have extra practice. I will solve the first two exercises, then you can work with me. The question here graphs the solution set of each inequality. X greater than minus 4. X greater than minus 4. The first step, we can draw the number line, represent in the middle 0. Now to the right, we have the positive side, 1, 2, 3, etc. To the left here, we have the negative side. So here we have negative 4. So the end point will be negative 4. Represent the negative 4 at the first. Then we don't have equal in the sign. We don't have equal in the sign. Means negative 4 not include in the solution. Means draw open circle. Draw open circle. Then the direction, the x or the values of x greater than minus 4. Means minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. So the direction of the arrow to the positive side. The second example, we have this inequality, y less than or equal 6. Y less than or equal 6. So the first step, we can draw the number line, represent the 0 in the middle. Here the positive side.
Mister, I have a question.
You have a question?
Yes.
Yes, tell me.
So what is the answer for number 1?
This is the answer.
Okay.
This is the answer, yes. So determine the 0 in the middle. This is the positive side, and this is the negative side. Then we have, as you see here, we have equals in the sign. So represent 6. This is 6. And we have equal means 6 include in this solution. Means draw shaded circle or closed circle. Then the direction, y less than 6 means below 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc. means the direction to the negative side. The direction to the negative side. This is the answer here. This is the answer. Who has any question about exercise number 1 or number 2?
Mister, I have a question for question number 2.
Yes.
Now the answer for number 2 is 6 to the negative side, right?
Yes.
Okay.
6 to the negative side. Great. And here to the positive side. Okay. Now, the question write an inequality that represent each graph. From this graph, I want to write inequality. So I want from all to try to write the inequality from this graph. You have 5 minutes. Then tell me what is your answer. Start, please.
Mister, how do we know if it's X or Y?
You can choose any variable, no problem.
Mister, can I say it for you?
Yes.
It is x bigger than -3.
What is your name?
Ahmadi.
Thank you, Ahmad.
Mister, I got y is bigger than -3. It's the same thing, but why? Because
Yes. What is your name?
Michelle.
Mister,
Yes.
I got the Y is bigger.
Bigger than what?
Bigger than -3.
What is your name?
Muhammad الجاوري.
Thank you, Muhammad. Who has else?
Mister, do I solve the second one?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay. As you see here, we have open circle, means the -3 not include in the solution. And the direction of the arrow to the negative side, as you see. Means if you choose the variable x, for example, so the solution will be less than, because the direction to the negative, so the values of x less than -3. And we don't have equal in the sign because here we have open circle. So x less than, not bigger than, x less than, because the direction where to the negative side. So all values less than -3, -4 less than -3, -5 less than -3, -8 less than -3. So the values of x will be negative than less than -3. Okay, now I want from all to write an inequality from this graph, please.
I got the answer.
Tell me, please.
X less than 2. X and يعني 2 is bigger than X. Yes, like this. Than 2.
Less than 2. X less than 2. Okay, what's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Who has else? Okay. Right. Listen to me. If I choose the variable x, for example, As you see here, you have shaded circle, means you have equal in the sign. You have equal in the sign. The direction, as you see, to the positive side. To the positive side. So 2, 3, 4, 5 means here you have increase. Increase means the value of x greater than. The value of x greater than what? Than 2. And to include in this solution, because we have here solved circle, so add equals to the sign. So the solution, x greater than or equal to, x greater than or equal to. Who has any question about exercise number 3 and 4?
Mr. How? Why is it greater?
لاحظ هلا انت عندك القيمه هي 2. طيب السهم متجه نحو الزياده ولا نحو النقصان؟
زيادة.
نحو الزياده، معناتها قيم اكس شو عم تصير؟ عم تزيد، صح؟ عم تزيد عن ال2، عم تكبر عن ال2. معناتها قيم اكس هي اكبر من 2. قيم اكس هي اكبر من 2، ولانه 2 تدخل في هذه القيم شو بنحط؟ بنحط الايكوال. تمام؟
تمام.
طيب solve each inequality. I want from all to write this inequality, then try to solve it, then tell me please what is your answer. Start please.
Mister, I don't know how to solve it.
Okay. Listen to me, please. When you have the equality and you want to solve this inequality, means find the solution of this inequality. What is the values of A? What is the values of A? So A, the variable. We want to keep the variable alone in the same side. To keep A alone in the same side, must to remove the number. How to remove the number? You can add the inverse of 7. The inverse of 7 will be minus 7. So add minus 7 to this side and minus 7 to this side. Plus 7 and minus 7 will be 0, which means here A greater than 10 minus 7. 10 minus 7 will be 3. So A greater than 3. How to write the set of solution? The variable A, so A such as A greater than 3. Try to solve number 6, please. Then tell me what was your answer.
Mister, I got the answer. B greater than negative 12.
Thank you, Michelle. Who has a different answer? Okay, listen to me, please. What is the variable here? B the variable. We want to keep B alone in this side. So we want to remove negative 2. How to remove negative 2? Add the inverse, plus 2 here and plus 2 here. So negative 2 and plus 2 will be 0. Remains here the variable B. And write the same signs, less than or equal. Negative 8 plus 2, negative 8 plus 2 will be negative 6. So the set of solutions, the variable B, such as B less than or equal negative 6. Now I want from all to solve number 8, please. Number 8.
Mr. D greater than 3.
D greater than 3. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Who has different answer? Right, listen to me. This is the variable. We want to remove the number from this side to keep the variable alone. How to remove 4? Add the inverse. Minus 4 in this side and minus 4 in this side. So 4 and minus 4, 0, remains here B. And use the same sign, don't change the sign. Greater than or equal 1 minus 4, 1 minus 4 will be minus 3. So D greater than or equal negative 3. D greater than or equal negative 3. The set of solution, the variable D such as D greater than or equal negative 3. Now I want from all to solve number 9, please. Okay, who can tell me what is the answer here? What is the solution of this inequality?
So I couldn't find the answer.
Yes, tell me, please.
I didn't find the answer.
You didn't find, okay. Where is the student? Just I have Michelle in the class. Where is Ahmed Eid? Where is Muhammad? Where is Rashid? Fahad? Ibrahim? Saeed? Saif? Please, I want from all to work with us, please.
Mister, I didn't find the answer.
Okay, listen to me, please. To solve this inequality, must to know what is the value of the variable. This is the variable. This is the variable. So to know the value of the variable, must to keep the variable alone in this side, alone in this side. To keep the variable alone in this side, must to remove the number. إذا أنا لحتى أقدر أحل الانكواليتي لازم خلي المتغير أو الفاريبل لوحده بنفس السايد. فمعناتها لازم أتخلص من العدد اللي معه، لازم أتخلص من العدد. طيب كيف أتخلص من العدد؟ بضيف المعاكس، بجمع له المعاكس. add the inverse. شو المعاكس للنيجاتيف 6 plus 6؟ نعمل هون add 6 here and add 6 here. إذا حسب الخواص اللي تعلمناهم امبارح للإنكواليتيز، إنه أنا وقت بدي أضيف عدد للإنكواليتي لازم نضيفه للطرفين، لازم نضيفه للطرفين. فلذلك بنضيف 6 للطرفين. الآن plus 6 and negative 6 بيعطيني 0. شو ضل عندي؟ ضل عندي الفاريبل لوحده مثل ما شايفين هون جي. الإشارة ما بغيرها، الإشارة ما بغيرها، بتضل نفسها. هلا الماينس 8 بلس 6 minus 8 بلس 6 بيعطيني minus 2. هلا هذا الكلام هذا اللي كتبته أنا اسمه the solution of the inequality. هاي مجموعة حلول inequality. هلا كيف اكتب set of the solution يعني مجموعة الحلول؟ بفتح قوس بهذا الشكل. شو اخترت أنا الفاريبل جي؟ قال له the variable g بنحط هذا الرمز، هذا الرمز اسمه such as g such as g بعيد كتابة الانكواليتي g greater than minus 2. تمام هيك شباب؟ واضحة الفكرة؟ واضحة الفكرة للجميع؟ طيب الآن بدي الكل يحاول يحل رقم 7. طبعا في علامات على المشاركة.
Mister, but in number 7 there is J. Do we keep the letter J or we remove it?
Yes, the same variable j. Yes. Okay, who can tell me what is the answer here?
Mister, I tried to add 7 for the both of the sides.
Hmm.
I got uh, 16 greater than 8 J.
16 greater than 8 J. Thank you, Michelle. Who has a different answer? طيب, listen to me. In this side you have variable and in this side you have variable. So in this case, you can remove the variable to the same side. Remove the variable to the same side. So we can take 8G and remove it to the second side. So here in this side we have 9J. And when you remove the term from this side to the first side, you can take the opposite sign, minus 8J. Keep the same sign. And here in this side we have negative 7. Now 9J minus 8J, 9J minus 8J, we have 1J means J. Less than or equal negative 7. So the set of the solution, the variable J, such as J less than or equal negative 7. Who has any question about this exercise?
Mister, how do you know which number you should do like minus or plus for it?
هلا لاحظ انه نمبر 7 ونمبر 10 بيختلف عن الباقي. بالنمبر 5 والنمبر 6 والنمبر 9 والنمبر 8 كان عندي فاريبل واحد بنفس السايت. لاحظ هون كان عندي A فقط، هون كان عندي B، هون كان عندي D، وهون كان عندي J. فهون بهالحالة إذا كان عندي فاريبل واحد بنفس السايت، فبحاول أتخلص أنا من العدد اللي مع الفاريبل، بحاول أتخلص من العدد اللي مع الفاريبل. أما إذا كان عندي الفاريبل مكرر بس بالتو سايدز، مكرر بالطرفين، هون بهالحالة كيف بدأ الحل؟ بإني أنقل الفاريبل لعند الفاريبل، ناخذ الفاريبل لوين؟ لعند الفاريبل. تمام؟ مشان نوصل لنفس هاي الحالة. تمام ميشيل؟
تمام.
الآن رقم 10 نفس رقم 7. الكل يحاول يحل لي رقم 10. Who can tell me what is the answer here?
Mister, I want to go to the bathroom quickly.
Okay, listen to me. As you see here, we have the same variable in the two sides. Here we have h, here we have h. So we can remove h from this side and take it to the second side. Keep the same sign. Here you have 4h. And when you remove the term from side to the next side, take the opposite sign. And here you have 5. Now 4h minus 3h will be h. So h greater than 5. H greater than 5. So the set of solution h such as h greater than 5. But who has any question about this exercise?
I don't have question.
No questions?
No.
Okay. Who can read exercise number 11, please?
I can read it.
Yes, please.
Stella ran her first half marathon in 2.7 hours. By how many hours must Stella reduce her time to run her next half marathon in fewer than 2.3 hours? Write and solve an inequality to represent the situation.
Thank you, Michelle. I want from on to read it again, then try to write equality from this words, please. حاولوا تقروا الكلمات تفهموا النص وتكتبوا لي منهم equality. Okay, who can tell me what is the equality here? طيب لاحظوا معي عامل لي هون Stella ran her first half marathon in 2 hours. المسابقة الأولى أو السباق الأول استغرق معه 2.7 hours. هلا by how many hours معناته أنا بدي أعرف كم ساعة، كم عدد الساعات. by how many hours must Stella reduce her time to run her next half marathon. معناته هو في عنده سباق جاي أو سباق لاحق، بدي أعرف بكم السباق الأول، بكم السباق الأول بيزيد عن السباق الثاني، أو بكم السباق الثاني هو أقل من السباق الأول. شو معناته هون fewer than؟ fewer than يعني less than. fewer than شو يعني؟ يعني less than. تمام؟ هلا أنا عندي السباق الأول 2.7. إذا بكم السباق الثاني؟ بينقص عن السباق الأول. بكم السباق الثاني؟ بينقص عن السباق الأول. طيب فنحن فينا نكتب هون fewer than 2.3. هي ترجمة الجملة هي fewer than 2.3. كتبت أنا fewer than 2.3. وهون شو بنكتب 2.7 اللي هو الزمن السباق الأول minus g. minus g، أو نختار أي رمز بدنا إياه. مثلا كونه عم نحكي عن الساعات، عن الأورز، ممكن نختار الفاريبل h. 2.7 minus h fewer than or less than 2.3. طيب هلا كتبت انا الانكواليتي، بدي تحلوا لي اياها. حلوا لي الانكواليتي واعطوني الحل. Try to solve this inequality please and tell me what is your answer. Start please. طبعا الطالب اللي بيعطيني حل صحيح في له اضافه علامتين. Who can tell me what was the solution here? طيب listen to me. هلا we can remove the variable to the second side and remove the number to the first side. So here you have 2.7. Take 2.3 to the first side will be negative 2.3. Keep the same sign. Negative h. Remove it to the second side will be h. Now 2.7 minus 2.3. 2.7 minus 2.3. 7 minus 3, 4. And 2 minus 2, 0. So here we have 0.4. So h greater than 0.4. h greater than 0.4. And the set of solution h such as h greater than 0.2. Who has any question about this exercise? No questions? طيب هلا number 12 number 13 the same idea. شباب انتم عم تسمعوني موجودين معنا بالصف؟ احمد عيسى موجود؟ احمد عيسى تمام. محمد موجود؟ طيب محمد ماله موجود. راشد
موجود.
تمام. فهد إبراهيم أيضا كأنه إبراهيم ما له موجود معنا. سعيد
موجود.
سيف
موجود.
تمام. كأنه ميشيل غادر.
الأستاذ بكلمه بشوفك.
طيب الحين solve each inequality, graph the solution on a number line. We have this question 1 over 5z greater than minus 4. How to solve this inequality? Always remember, when you have a fraction, to remove the fraction, multiply this fraction by the reciprocal. You have here 1 over 5z. What is the reciprocal of 1 over 5? 5. 5 over 1 or 5. So multiply the two sides by the same number. So 5 times 1 over 5, 1z means z greater than negative 4 times 5 will be negative 20. So the set of solution z such as z greater than negative 20. And here, to solve this inequality, must to remove the coefficient here. How to remove the coefficient? Divide the two sides by the same number. Divide here by 3, divide here by 3. 3w divided by 3 will be w greater than or equal minus 15 divided by 3 will be minus 5. So the set of solution w such as w greater than or equal minus 5. Who has any question here? مين له أي سؤال على هالفكرة هي؟ واضحة للجميع؟ ما في أي سؤال؟ إبراهيم معنا أنت عم تسمعني إبراهيم؟ إبراهيم محمد Okay. Fine. To solve this problem, we want to remove -4 from the denominator. So you can multiply the two sides by the same number. Multiply here by -4 and multiply here by -4. So -4 times 2 will be -8, greater than. -4 up and -4 down remains here x. So x less than 8, or -8. So the set of solution, the variable x, such as x less than -8. Here, to solve this inequality, you must remove -5. To remove -5, you can divide the two sides by the same number. Divide here by -5 and divide here by -5. So -5 divided by -5, 1t means t less than. And here we have a problem here. Always when you divide or when you multiply by a negative number, you can switch the direction. And here the same idea. When you multiply by a negative number, switch the direction of the inequality. So x greater than -8, x greater than -8. And here, when you divide by the negative, switch the direction. Now, 80 divided by -8 would be -16. So the set of solution, t less than t greater than or equal to -16. Who has any question here? No questions? عم تسمعوني شباب؟
Yes, Mr.
واضحة الأمور؟ واضح للجميع؟ واضح يا سعيد؟ سعيد، سيف، أحمد عيسى.
واضح.
أحمد عيسى واضح؟ محمد إبراهيم. Okay. Here's the same idea. You can divide here by 6 and divide here by 6. 6b divided by 6 will be b less than or equal. -18 divided by 6 will be -3. So the set of solution will be b such as b less than or equal -3. Here we want to remove -1/3, so we can multiply by the inverse. What is the reciprocal? What is the reciprocal of -1/3? Will be -3. So multiply this side by -3 and multiply this side by -3. So -3 times -5 would be 15. And always remember, when you multiply by negative, switch the sign of the inequality. Then -1/3 times 3 will be 1, it means here y. So the set of solution y such as y less than or equal 15. Number 20 here, also the same idea. We want to remove -3 from this side, so we can divide here by -3 and divide here by -3. So Negative 27 divided by negative 3 will be 9. And switch the sign because we divide by negative number. And negative 3 divided by negative 3, 1 u means u. So the set of solution u such as u less than 9. Okay, this is the brackets here. Who has any question about this idea here? Is it this
Mister,
idea?
can you repeat number 14?
Number 14, yes. And as you see here, number 14, we have 1 over 5 z greater than minus 4. We want to keep the variable alone. لازم أنا أخلي دائما بنفس السايد الفاريبل لوحده، لازم أتخلص من العدد اللي معه. طيب كيف بدي أتخلص من هذا العدد؟ هذا العدد عبارة عن فراكشن. الفراكشن إذا بدي أتخلص منه بضرب بمقلوبه، نضرب بالمقلوب يعني بالريسبروكال. شو المقلوب لل 1 over 5؟ هو 5 over 1 يعني 5. فبنضرب الطرفين بنفس العدد، نضرب الطرفين بنفس العدد. ال 5 times 1 over 5 يعطيني 1. 5 times 1 over 5 يعطيني 1. 1 z يعني z. نكتب نفس الإشارة greater than. هلا 4 times 5 20 وفي minus 20. معناتها set of solution الفاريبل اللي استخدمته أنا z such as z greater than negative 20. تمام ميشيل؟
تمام.
في سؤال آخر؟
لا.
طيب. الآن بدنا نروح على الدرس الجديد. The second lesson 6.2, model 6 lesson 2, solving multi-step inequalities. Solving multi-step inequalities. The first idea in this lesson, we want to learn solving inequalities involving more than one step. More than one step. And in the previous lesson, we solved the inequality using one step. If we use more than one step, the name of this method multi-step. So the first step isolate the variable terms on one side of the inequality using addition or subtraction. Step 2, multiply or divide to isolate the variable. For example, Susie wants to publish her comic book. One printing company offers to publish the book for 220 flat rate plus 3 per copy of the book. Her maximum budget is 400. So from this word problem, we want to write the inequality at the first, then we want to solve this inequality. From this statement here, word flat rate 220. So 220, this is flat rate. Then we have a plus 3 per copy. We don't know the number of the copy, so you can represent the number of the copies x. So we can write 3x, 3 per copy or 3x. The maximum means it's at most. The maximum means it's at most 400. So here we have 220 plus this sign, 3 peer coupling, we can write it 3x. At most means less than or equal. At most means less than or equal 400. So the inequality means 220 plus 3x less than or equal 400. How to solve this inequality? We can remove 220 from this side to keep the variable alone. So minus 220 here and minus 220 here. 400 minus 220, you get 180. Now the inequality 3x less than or equal 180. How to remove 3? Divide the two sides by 3. 3x divided by 3 will be x. And 180 divided by 3 will be 60. So the inequality will be x less than or equals 60. The second example here, Jamal has $40 to buy tickets to a performance for himself and his friends. If he buys $10 membership, he can buy tickets for $5 each. How many tickets can he buy while remaining within his budget? Right. We want to represent at the first the variable. If x represents the number of tickets, Jamal purchases. Write an inequality so that represent the situation. The total amount 40. And we have here $5 per the ticket, but we don't know the number of the ticket. The number of the ticket will be x. So we can write 5x. And we have 10 for membership. So 10 plus 5x less than or equal 40. Less than or equal 40. How to solve this inequality? At the first, remove 10 from this side. You can subtract 10 from the two sides. 40 minus 10 will be 30. Then divide by 5. 30 divided by 5 will be 6. So x less than or equal 6. Write and solve multi-step inequality. Consider the inequality the opposite of a number divided by 2 minus 17 is less than 7. Right. Here we want at the first want to write the inequality. So translate the sentence into inequality. Consider the inequality the opposite of a number. The opposite of number, we don't know the number. Represent the number x. What is the opposite of x? Minus x. Minus x. Divide by 2. This is divide by 2. So the number will be minus x over 2. Minus, this is minus. 17, this is 17. Is less than 7. So this is the inequality. The second step, we want to solve this inequality. To solve this inequality as the first, we want to remove negative 17 from this side. So you can add 17 or the inverse of negative 17 to the two sides. Negative 17 plus 17 is 0, and 7 plus 17 will be 24. To solve this inequality, must remove 2 from the side. So you can multiply the two sides by 2. 2 times x over 2 will be x. And we have minus here means minus x. And 24 times 2 will be 48. Now we want to remove minus from here. So you can divide the two sides by negative 1. Negative x divided by negative 1 will be x. And always remember when you multiply the inequality by the negative number, switch the sign. switch the sign. And 48 times negative will be negative 48. The third step, we want to graph the solution. Draw the number line and determine negative 48. And as you see, we don't have equals in the inequality, so we can use open circle. And the values of x greater than, the values of x greater than means the direction to the positive side. Who has any question about this idea? Okay. Solve an equality with the distributive. Solve the inequality 4 multiplied by 2x minus 11 less than or equal minus 12 plus 2 multiplied between parentheses x minus 4. Then graph the solution of the number line. And to solve this inequality, as you see, you have in the first side here, we have 4 multiplied between parentheses 2x minus 11. To solve this problem, you can use distributive. Distributive. 4 times 2x will be 8x. 4 times minus 11 would be minus 44. Less than or equal, minus 12. And here you have the same idea. 2 times x will be 2x. 2 times negative 4 will be negative 8. Then, we can add here negative 12 with negative 8 will be negative 20. And here we have 2x. Then here you have 8x, and here negative 44, and here negative 20, and here 2x. We can remove 2x to the first side, and we can remove negative 44 to the first side. So here we can write 8x less than or equal. When you remove 44 to the first side, will be positive. 44 minus 20 will be 24. And when you remove 2x to the first side, will be negative. 8 minus 2 will be 6. To solve this inequality, divide the two sides by 6. 6x divided by 6 will be x, and 24 divided by 6 will be 4. So x less than 4. So draw number line. Represent 4, and as you see, you have in the sign equal, so you can draw shaded circle, and the direction x less than the 4 means the direction to the negative side. The direction to the negative side. Okay. How to solve this problem? The inequality now 88 greater than or equal 88 greater than or equal minus 33 plus 11 times x plus 8 How to solve this inequality? Rewrite the same inequality, 88 greater than or equal minus 33. Then here we can use distributive. Take 11 multiplied by x 11 times x will be 11x. Then take 11 multiplied by 8 will be 88. Then if you can add the like terms. Rewrite here 88 greater than or equal minus 33 and plus 88 will be 55 plus 11x. Then we can remove 55 to the first side. So 88 minus 55. And here 11x. Now 88 minus 55 will be 33. And here we have 11x. To solve this inequality, try to remove 11. To remove 11, you can divide here by 11 and divide here by 11. So 11x divide by 11x, and here keep the same sign, and here 33 divided by 11 will be 3. So x less than or equal 3. So the set of solution x such as x less than or equal 3. Then we want to graph this inequality. Represent the 0 in the middle. Then represent the 3. This is 1, 2, 3. Then as you see, we have equal in the sign. So means shaded circle. And the value of x less than, the value of x less than 3. Less than 3 means before 3. Means 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2 means the direction. The direction will be to the negative side. Who has any question here? No questions? Right. This is the second lesson. Who has any question about these ideas? Are all ideas clear for all? Okay. I will send to you homework. So I want from all please to solve it and send me again in Teams. Send me again in the Teams. إذا رح أرسلكم اليوم واجب بنحله بترسلوا لي على التيمز. الله يرضى عليكم. في حدا له أي سؤال؟ في شيء مو واضح؟ Okay. So this is our video for today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.